Hey guys, what's up? This is Jordan Crook with Techcrunch, and I'm here with Billy Chasen, who is the CEO and founder of Turntable FM. How are you doing, man?
I'm good.
Welcome back. This is actually like your old stomping grounds, right? We're in the AOL Ventures office.
Yeah,
right
yeah. We lived here for a little bit. AOL was kind enough to give us some space in the back, so.
Awesome. I think
Yeah.
it's like near where we used to be.
Yeah, same area in the back. We were there for like 9 months before we found our current space.
Pretty cool digs, right?
Yeah.
Piki was launched into beta about 3 or so months ago,
Yeah, it was
4
a
months ago.
tiny private beta of some of our closest family and friends and other people that have been active in Turntable to tell us, what they think about the experience before we open it up publicly.
So you learned a little bit. You're ready to launch the open public version.
Yep.
And let's just go through that a little bit. Why don't you show people what that's all about?
Sure. So the idea of the app is, what if you took all of your friends that you love their taste in music, you follow them, and then you just click a play button, and you get a whole mix of music from everybody. And so it's all of a sudden, it's this radio experience that's curated by all the music that your friends love. So this is my profile, and these are all the songs that I'm picking. Picking could be very similar to tweeting or anything else where you have like the stream of music or stream of anything. So these are all the songs that I love. If you find a song from somebody else, you can repick it, so that adds it to your profile.
Kind of like a retweet.
Right.
So where are you pulling all of your picks from? What pool of music? Is it just a search pick?
So yeah, we have a few different methods of how you can repick if you see it from somebody else.
Right.
You can also, if you click the add button on the upper right, you can search through our entire music library. So if I search for, like Arcade Fire, here are all the Arcade Fire songs that I can pick. You can see the ones that I've picked already, but if I wanted to pick this one, it opens up and it allows me to do two things. I can, like I was saying before, I can write something about this pick, like what it means to me. Right. And I can also dedicate this pick. So it's kind of a cool feature inside the app. I can pick somebody, a friend that I think about when I think about this song, and then they'll get a notification that the song has been dedicated to them. And then I can also share it on Twitter or Facebook. Then the last thing is finding your iTunes library. So a lot of people have extensive iTunes libraries. You can find the song, here's Billy Joel, and it tries to match the song. If there's not an exact match, it tries to find the close matches, but otherwise if it does think it's an exact match, then that's the song you can pick.
Right.
And so all of these songs then end up in my profile. These are all the songs that I've been picking recently. And the way that you actually consume everybody's music is in the player. This is the main, basically, area of shuffling all your friends together, one person at a time. So right now I'm hearing a song from Jess. If I click the play button, we also have this cool thing called reactions. So one of the big problems with all these music comments online from other music sites like YouTube, SoundCloud, a lot of them, people are trying to react in a way through comments, but it fails. It turns into like a bunch of like hearts with like, a less than sign and a 3 and things like that. This is our first set of 9 reactions, and we're going to kind of open this up. The flip side of all the music that you're listening to and your profile is you have your feed. And this is where you're seeing all the reactions, all the repicks of my music, everything that's basically happening about all the songs that I love. And so you can see here, and this is stuff that's been happening in the last day, 59 minutes ago, Rob gave me a solid on this Massive Attack song. Here's
a good song.
It is a good song. And then one of my other favorites recently is this one with Jack White, and Rob also repicked that one. Vivek gave me a love on LCD Sound System. And so I'm getting this reaction to my music library, which is pretty awesome. Like,
right, you're actually connecting people.
Right.
Instead of just like letting it be sort of a voyeuristic thing that we do.
Yeah, these are different tags that you can use to say, I only want to listen to the people I'm following, but they're indie music, which is what I'm currently listening to. Or if I want to say, I only want to listen to a mix of folk and indie, or I'm kind of in the mood for just electronic right now. Right. And then all of a sudden, after you do that, you'll see that the people that are upcoming that are going to play for me change. These are the people that are really into electronic music.
Right.
And so once I click play, I'll start getting an electronic mix.
Very cool.
There are lots of times that I actually, because the people that I follow, I love their music so much that I just turn off all of the genres and I just say, play me everything from these people.
Right.
And sometimes it's a little like adventurous because you'll hear like an electronic track followed by an indie track followed by
country or
I
something
listen.
crazy.
Yeah, my mom picks only classical music, but that was how I used to listen to iTunes. Like I would just have all of the music that I love and I just have all of it on shuffle
Right.
and just click a button and have it on shuffle. So some people actually like that experience. I like that experience, but there are definitely people that need to have it just like I only want to hear electronic music, and you can do that.
In terms of how the business is kind of going as a whole, trajectory-wise, how does Piki fit in?
So the apps complement each other quite nicely in that Turntable is all about, I want to get into a room with a bunch of my friends right now or other random people and just play music together. It's very social, but it has to happen in real time. If you're not in the room at the same time, you can't listen to music with those people.
Right.
And so Piki is a complement to that. Well, I still like these people's taste in music, and I don't want to necessarily be in a room with them, or they're just not in rooms right now. So how can I still listen to their music?
Right.
And if you want to use kind of the model of synchronous versus asynchronous, Turntable is that very synchronous real-time version of Piki, which is the asynchronous version of the same concept of having music powered by people. And we're also working on an Android app as well.
Awesome.
I mean, a lot of these apps need to exist on all platforms because there's so many use cases. There's the people at work. Like I'm always plugged in. I listen the majority of my time. I'm plugged into my laptop
Right.
because I'm sitting at work and I'm coding and doing other random things, and that's
Building Pikis and stuff.
exactly.
Right.
But we want to make sure that we can hit all of those use cases.
Absolutely. Okay, so finally, let's talk about money a little bit. So, how does Piki work?
I feel like this is a conversation I'm having with my parents right now. We're going to have to talk about money.
No, seriously though. How does Piki fit into the Turntable business model?
Piki has a very clear path towards a subscription version where Piki will always be free, but there are lots of things that we're thinking of, like what we were talking about before. If you really want to just listen to one or two people or very specific songs, that can be part of some subscription part of Piki. There might be something very similar for Turntable as well, and there has always been in both of these apps, just kind of thinking through virtual goods and how we can do those in a way that is appealing to people and doesn't make the experience suck or is inferior in some way.
Right.
There's some virtual goods that I have a hard time fully standing behind because it makes the experience awesome for maybe one person, but like ruins the experience for other people.
Right, totally.
And so I'm really trying to figure out with the company how we can find like the perfect virtual goods that add to everybody's experience and happiness, as well as the subscription.
Cool. All right, well, thank you for coming and chatting with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.